we want to cooperate with street festival concepts in Chama. Your proximity to other communities and the Hispanic background, I think, gives us an opportunity to do some things there that can, maybe there's some small starts already that we think we can grow and incorporate the training. So we're very anxious to work with the people of Chama and build some events there. Basically, we think in this 24 months, 10,000 more riders in Antonito, 10,000 more in Chama. 24 months, that's my goal. Now people say, well, Al, you want to make money? Absolutely. This is not a situation where I suddenly said, oh boy, let's go and spend all my time on Chama and try to do this. I believe in your history, but it's going to take effort. I've also said that it won't cost you anything, and here's why I mean that. One is, I think we can generate new revenues that have not been here before. The easiest one is we need food, beverage, and gifts in a gift shop in your stations at both ends. Typically, a riding customer in your railroad, and I don't have the exact numbers, but you typically are getting $1.50 above your ticket sale. Our railroads average $9 above ticket sales, and in that $9, that's about $4 of profit that can go towards paying capital improvements or other things. Now somebody said, you're going to make the local merchants mad. Actually, I won't, because one, I don't sell the products they sell, at least not to any great degree. I won't sell ice cream, I won't be selling any kind of major food products, but if it can put a logo on it, it'll be in that store. Because we sell logos, we sell the Grumberson Toltec Railroad, and we believe that we can get your caps up dramatically. We also will do some things in the gift shops to encourage all of our guests to go on Main Street in both communities and shop the local stores. And we'll give advertising space in our shops to the local merchants that would like to do so. Further, we would offer any products we have in our store, we will be glad to provide them at our wholesale cost to local merchants so they can sell the same merchandise if they wish to do so. And we do that in Silverton and other places, and it works. And finally, somebody gave me an idea yesterday. They said it's been on the books for 42 years and nobody's done it. And that is that the town of Chama would like to see a steam engine right along Main Street so that people would walk up from the train to look at it. We have some steam engines that don't work that would make great static displays. So we'd like to do that, and I believe that we'll make the retailers happy. Another source of revenue that we think is going to be important is we want to watch your ticket pricing. We've learned a lot from the airlines about how to price tickets. We think we can get a 3% increase on your ticket prices almost immediately, but we'll actually be lowering some prices and raising some others. And it has to do with based on your traffic, days of the week. It's based on when you can get kids in on transition days where it attracts people. So there's going to be some adjusting in pricing, but it'll be done very intelligently and very carefully so that your net effect will be about a 3% increase in pricing. You all are absolutely right. First-class passengers is the way of our business today. People come a long ways to ride your train. You give them choices, and they will upgrade. Our first-class cars run at about a 94% load factor versus about 83% on our regular coaches. Every time we put new first-class service on, it fills up. Now somebody said, why don't you do all first class? You're missing the psychology. People come, you tell them there's this price or this price, they want to do something special. They'll go to the higher price. You have to deliver a good product if you're going to do that, though. See where the little things that you do, the little gift bags, the little extras that you add, and they perceive that price increase as good value. And so we want to make sure that we do that. In addition to that, we have found that, well, here's an interesting fact. Tickets are not taxed on trains. A lot of people don't realize that. But tickets aren't taxed. The federal law is that no local government can charge a tax on your ticket. As a result, all the different railroads around the country, with only one exception I know of, has no tax on their ticket. So what we did was created in Durango and in North Carolina, and what we would do here is create a preservation district. A preservation district is a not-for-profit organization, voluntary membership, only railroads join, and we will charge a 5% historic preservation fee on the ticket. Now here's the amazing thing. We've been doing that for 2 years. Not one customer has ever asked us, what are you doing? What is that? Not one. We put a little sign that we're members of the Historic Preservation District. But these funds will be used to further enhance the historic aura of the community. And they can virtually be used for anything that promotes the history. Now why would we do that at the Coombs Toltec? For a couple of reasons. There are some dramatic needs for some capital projects. With this historic district fee, you roughly will generate somewhere in the nature of $175,000 to $200,000, which you can use on a capitalized basis to raise $1 million, which can be used for capital projects. Your customers have been trained to pay a tax. They don't go anywhere without paying a tax. I don't know of anything except railroads that don't have a tax on them. And so they don't question it. You say the ticket's $100, it's a $100 ticket and a 5% historic district fee. And it works. We want to use that money to build capital projects that will enhance the revenues of this railroad so it can sustain itself for generations to come. That's the purpose of that historic district fee. How we would propose to set this up, we've had some great initial meetings with the Friends. We think the Friends is an absolutely terrific organization. In fact, Tim's coming over to see us Friday to go deeper into these discussions. What we would propose to do with this 5% historic district fee would be to give 5% of it to the Friends for administrating, being administrator of the fee and for their own operation. We would take 15% of that fee and use it as a contribution towards the cost of having us there at the railroad and oversee capital projects. 80% of the fee would be used for direct capital project costs, for historic preservation on things that will generate revenue. We think that's a great new source of funds and would enable us to do some major projects. What we would propose to the Friends is that perhaps we should go a slight different direction on their planned visitor center and museum. I think you do need a museum. I think a visitor center would be terrific. I think it'll help make this a destination railroad with the right kind of improvement. But what we would propose to the Friends is, let's take the money they're raising, let's take the historic district fee, and let's rebuild the 10-bay roundhouse. By doing that, putting the 10 bays back on, I can give 2 bays to the Friends for their projects in car renovation. I can add 5 bays for the railroad's own work and maintenance on its own equipment. I can take the existing machine shop and put it in the existing 2 bays so they have more room. It's a very cramped machine shop that you have. The existing machine shop and 3 bays will be the new visitor center and museum. We're just now, as a concept, we're just now talking to the Friends about it. We would like to perfect that and then come back to a proposal to the Commission and discuss that possibility. But I believe by doing that, we can recreate the history that's there, and we can focus our attention in making this a destination for tourists. We have great potential. We have a lot of work to do. It won't be miraculous, and it won't be Al and American Heritage. It'll be us as a team, the commission, the friends, and all those that love these communities and these railroads. We are on the verge of something historic. It's not often that all of us can participate in something truly historic, but this is historic. It is, in spirit, the reunification of one of the great railroads of America. And we're excited to be a part of it. And with that, I'll be glad to answer any friends that I can, any questions that I can have.
Al, thank you. You know, it's such a small thinker that it's exciting, I think, and I think everyone should be excited to hear the thought that's gone into this so far and where you see it on down the way, and I think having you all be our partners in this is what's going to make it happen. So probably during, we do have a public input portion. There may be some time that if people have some questions specifically to you, they can address them.